blame, you netted.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the boardroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the boardroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Taking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the farm, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'm killing every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm metal P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. Tell me should stick it in the boardroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the boardroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I'm the team lead here, and this is another live AMA. We are now doing them twice a week instead of daily, but they are jam-packed nonetheless. So lots of updates to go over today, as usual. Make sure you sit back and maybe grab a beverage or a snack, and if you're listening to the recording, thank you for investing in your investment and keeping up to date with what we have going on. So I'm also joined by my co-host and fellow team member, LA. How are you today, LA?
I'm doing really good. I've been sitting here just feeling super grateful to be a part of all of this and just all the warm, fuzzy feelings.
Yeah, no doubt. We got a lot of those fuzzy feelings coming in the AMA today. Again, a lot of bullish updates and another jam-packed week at EMP. So with that being said, we're going to try to not do another 2-hour AMA like we had last week. So we'll keep it as to the point as we can. And with that, we're going to kick things off with a special guest about one of our partner protocols. Again, not an official partnership, but they have been super supportive of our ecosystem. Kirk, are you there, brother? I don't know if you can unmute yourself and hear us. All right, let's see. There he is. Kirk.
Hello.
Hey, brother. How are you?
I'm really good, man. How are you?
Awesome, brother. Really good, really good. So, for those of you who don't know, this is Kirk. He is one of our Army members and has now gone on to his own project called Speakeasy. And we've been doing some weekly updates with Kirk. But rather than me telling you about it, why not hear it from the man himself? So, Kirk, we have a very special mint that's underway, and I would love to hear some other updates as well. I think you're building positions in EMP literally every 2 days, so I'm sure you have an update on that too. So go ahead, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. So we, over the weekend on Saturday, we launched our latest round of cocktail NFTs for the protocol, and one of them included a custom EMP, a Martini gold cocktail, and we set that up specifically for the EMP community. You can purchase it with EMP token, and then what we're doing is taking the fee that we're charging for that and splitting it with the EMP treasury so that they can burn what we give back to them, and then for our half of it, we're pairing it with EMP, or with ETH rather, and putting it right back into the farms. So we've taken in about 28,500 EMP so far with it, and we've still got until this Saturday to hopefully increase that number so that we'll be able to burn a substantial number of EMP and invest a substantial number. So that's pretty exciting.
Whoops, sorry, I was
And
muted. Yeah, go ahead, Kirk. Yeah, that's a great
yeah.
milestone. And so just before we move on to some other updates with Speakeasy, what can you just go over real fast again, maybe some people, and by all means, if you guys are not familiar with Speakeasy, we've done a ton of AMAs with them. You can find out a bunch of info not only on our channel but through YouTube and their Telegram as well. But Kirk, just real fast, they need to have the gold membership as well, right, to buy this NFT if they're brand new to the ecosystem. Maybe just give a quick rundown on how they can start earning inside of Speakeasy.
Sure. Yeah. So we did an earlier campaign with EMP selling a special EMP silver membership card. The way the protocol works is you can have up to 2 NFTs per wallet, earning you boosts on your daily APR. One is called a membership NFT, and the other is a cocktail NFT. And so we had earlier done a membership NFT with EMP, and then now we're doing this cocktail one. But the only issue is that they're in 2 different categories. So the membership one was a silver, and then this cocktail is part of the gold program, so they don't talk to each other. So we had a couple of EMP members who got in touch with me when they had already supported us by doing the silver membership, and then they wanted to get this one as well, so we traded them back in, so refunded them on the silver so they could get the gold, and we're happy to do that for anybody else who is in the same boat. But regardless, what you would want to have if you're brand new into it and you want to support EMP while supporting Speakeasy would be to get the gold membership key card, and then the EMP Martini cocktail, and that will afford you a total of 1.25% daily just by having those two NFTs in our protocol.
Amazing. Awesome, brother. So yeah, we again, not an official partnership, but we are invested into Speakeasy, and obviously Speakeasy uses our protocol, EMP, as a revenue stream to bolster their rewards pool over time. And so, yeah, maybe you give us an update on how much you've gone in now, Kirk. I know every time I hear the number, it makes me smile because it just keeps growing and growing. So, yeah.
Well, we have the protocol owns now just shy of 500,000 EMP token itself, and we will be increasing that shortly. Don't want to say when, but shortly. And we own about 2,800, I think, of the EMP ETHLP. We also have positions in the nodes contract. We have position in Up EMP. We made a DexVAULT that has the EMP ETHLP pair in it. We also have a small position in both Detonator and in Reactor. So we're all over the place in here, but our primary focus is pretty much the EMP ETHLP farm for the most part, and just getting straight ahead EMP. So we're taking, even though there's been a slight reduction in the rate over the last week or so with the farm. I think it was up at around 0.17 and now it's like 0.14, something like that. But still, we're still generating about $125 a day in eShare, which is, fantastic. And we're doing what we're supposed to do, taking that eShare out of the protocol and banking it so that we have it in our protocol, and leaving the principal investment alone and actually adding to that. So we will definitely be adding more LP to the farm, as well as just getting more straight ahead EMP, because we are looking forward to Fusion. And I think that the EMP people in Speakeasy are going to be pleasantly surprised when they find out what their EMP is worth.
Yep, 100%, brother. Awesome stuff. Well, again, that was a great update. If they do want to mint or want to know more, again, I know a lot of our OG members are pretty familiar and already have their NFTs and they're in the protocol. But what I guess just plug the main socials and then yeah, if there's anything else you want to wrap up with, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and post in the main chat here after I get off all with you all of the links to the socials, and then also where you can purchase your gold membership, because we're doing a special deal. It's on sale if you buy it actually from the secondary market through NF Trade. So I'll put that link up, and then where you can mint the EMP cocktail there to go with it. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me here or over on our Speakeasy Telegram.
Perfect. All right, awesome, Kirk. Thanks again, brother.
Thanks, man.
Yep, awesome, man. Thanks for the updates, and keep the momentum going, man. It's been amazing, and I'm personally invested, and as well as our treasury, into Speakeasy, and we have a max account. We've been getting 2 BNB a week from day one, so pretty exciting, man.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, for those of you who are in the protocol, you'll know that once a week, it's on Mondays, we do this thing called the ROI payout game, where we pick one wallet at random from all of the investors, and we pay back their ROI into the protocol up to 3 BNB. And we did our drawing today, and the winner was a Max wallet. So could potentially be either the EMP Treasury, maybe you or somebody from EMP, that if you went in with a Max wallet on our protocol, you might want to check out. You might have 3 BNB sitting in your wallet.
All right, man, that's awesome news. Yeah, I'll have to look and see what the address was. And how do we, just again, for people that are new, is that published in the Telegram or on the site itself?
It's on the Telegram. And it's pinned. I do a video. I use the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel of fortune, right? Oh, right on. Do you have the circus music or not, Kirk? Oh man.
No, that's just for EMP.
All right, just for us. Oh man.
Yeah, but I did a version of the wheel that we used to draw, and so I do a little video showing the wheel go and then who won. So it's up there.
Amazing, brother. All right, awesome. Well, yeah, if you have a Max wallet, check the Telegram. If you don't, again, they do that randomly once a week, right, Kirk? That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man, every Monday. All right, thanks.
All right, take it easy, brother.
And
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Ellie.
Sorry, just to let you guys all know, in the email that AJ sent out earlier today, the links to both the gold membership and the EMP Martini are in that email as well.
Yep.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Sure. Thanks. Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, yeah, and to that point, LA, for those of you that aren't on the email list, make sure that you sign up. You can get to it through our academy. But yeah, we do a lot of, I send that out sometimes more than once a week, just giving updates in the protocol and our sister projects and partnerships as well. So, all right, awesome. So that is Kirk again with Speakeasy. They're doing amazing things. Definitely check them out and see if it may be the right fit for you. So, all right, we'll move on to our next update. Was there anything with that, LA, that you wanted to clarify before we move on, or we're good?
I think we're good.
All right, awesome. So the next part is, I know what all you guys are always asking, when marketing, right? Isn't that the ongoing question? When moon, when marketing, when peg? So we are doing a whole another round of AMAs. Again, I say another round, but we really never stop. So this was a continuation on the original AMA train that we were coining, what, LA, like 20 AMAs in the last like 15, 18 days, something like that. Yeah.
I feel like every week has been an AMA train for about the last 2 months.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that is how it feels, but it's been well worth it. I mean, we're getting a lot of eyeballs.
Awesome.
Yeah, on L1X, and really, that's the other amazing part. I mean, we're doing all these AMAs specifically around L1X. But you have to realize, like, everything that we talk about in those AMAs is also marketing for EMP. So we're killing two birds with one stone and getting people excited for what's coming with EMP through L1X and all the other updates that we're giving along the way. So we have a bunch this week. Tomorrow is jam-packed. I think we have a total of 3 AMAs tomorrow. Some of them are Telegram, some of them are Twitter Spaces. We even have a official Twitter Space hosted through the EMP account, but we'll have team members, including Machu, from L1X on that Twitter Space. So, Ella, you want to go over that real fast, the time, and how people
Yeah.
can tune in?
Yep. So it's happening at 9 p.m. on our EMP account. I'll go ahead and post the link to that specific Twitter space into the comments of the YouTube now. But basically, it had to be a little bit later because Machu's joining us from Australia, so it'll be early in the morning for him. So we needed to kind of have a time that worked for both time zones. But it's going to be awesome. We're going to be sharing some alpha. We're going to be going over some more details about the upcoming DEX and the opportunity with L1X. And you know that AJ always lets some alpha slide on these types of AMAs. So I don't know what that alpha might be, but I'm sure there's going to be some golden nuggets on this Twitter space. So
you know that's right, LA. Yeah, totally.
You're going to want to join. Our Twitter spaces always end up being so magical. We don't do them that often, but they always end up having great turnouts and they just end up being super magical. So you'll want to join us. It's happening at 9 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. UTC, and we're going to have a great time. Again, Machu from L1X will be there. AJ and myself will be there, and the whole EMP community. So invite your friends, share it out. We have a tweet on our EMP account about it, so please share it out, and let's get as many people there as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Please, put in your effort for the week in helping us share that link. I think the more people we can get to that Twitter space, the better. And even people, that maybe never heard of L1X, it would be a great introductory AMA as well. I mean, we'll definitely drop some alpha, but I think the whole point is to just, expose the crypto Twitter to all that L1X is doing. And Jake from Dex Finance, he's actually traveling over the next few weeks. So we're going to have a dedicated Twitter space or Discord AMA with the Dex Finance team, hopefully the following week. So not this week, but next. So we'll keep you in the loop on all that again. And that's just about 2 out of another 8 that we have secured. We have one coming up with Mike the Investor, some OG channels that we've been on in the past. We're excited to be back. And even last week we had a bunch of great coverage. We were on Jonathan Sellers' channel. The Fud Farm did a great little hour-long AMA, and he again brought some hard questions that were really really great because we went through all of the potential of L1X, even with a more realistic approach. So yeah, all good stuff. LA, any other updates with AMAs or in terms of marketing? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we're also getting exposure to some new ones this week that I'm excited about that have some really great sized audiences and a high percentage of people that show up for their AMAs and Twitter spaces. So I'm excited to see how those pan out and who we bring in from those AMAs.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, if any of you, have a favorite YouTuber or Twitter, crypto Twitter influencer that you, follow, please feel free to send them, either a DM or tag them in a post and say, hey, and don't shill. I mean, we're not, be respectful for sure, but say, listen, L1X is brand new layer 1. They're doing some innovative things. Thought you might want to check it out. Something like that would be great. And again, if you have suggestions for us shoot LA or myself a DM on, who you think we should look into. I mean, we get bombarded with all the smaller AMA channels. I know LA, we got like 30 DMs a day, it seems like. But yeah, if you're a community member and you have a legitimate suggestion, we love to hear from you. So, all right, awesome. All right, then I think that's it. Are we ready to move on to the next segment, LA?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I know a lot of you, again, what we talk about every week, and what, again, I don't know if I'm more excited for Fusion or more excited for the DEX and L1X. But Fusion will definitely be happening before that, so I guess I'm more excited for what's going to be here the fastest. So again, EMP Fusion is getting very, very close. So I know we keep saying, soon, that infamous meme, but we are making major headway. The contracts are done. The UI is almost finished, and now it's about testing and making sure things are, solid and safe. And we have a major event that will happen before Fusion launches. So we keep teasing this as well. But again, I think some of you that have been in crypto, you may have an idea of what's coming. And so this will allow, all of you that have been accumulating EMP and eShare, to get credit for your ownership of EMP. And that's why, we've said all along, even though it may be taking a little bit longer, we said by the end of Q1, which gives us about, 12 more days or 11 more days, I don't know if we're going to hit that target, but we'll be able to give you an actual date that we don't miss once we're ready to announce that. We just don't want to do anything prematurely. And again, there's some things that have to happen in a very particular order so that we're ready. But even with any kind of delays, it really is just more time for everybody to accumulate EMP and eShare at really amazing prices. So again, maybe you're already exposed to the ecosystem. That's great. Congratulations to you for earning over the last few months. But if you are new to EMP, or maybe you feel like you don't have enough exposure to EMP, now could be a great time to DCA or dollar cost average. Again, that's not financial advice. That's not a call to invest. It's simply just stating the facts of what we have coming up. So again, we're really close. Here, and I don't want anybody that's been on these AMAs to say, man, I wish AJ would have, given us a heads up on what's coming. And, this is your fair warning that once we announce what's happening with Fusion, I don't think we're going to see prices like we are now. So no promises, but this will have a very, very positive effect on PEG, which means the prices of EMP and eShares will go up along with that. So again, not financial advice and no predicting of the future, but I think that we're getting really close to seeing that upward momentum. And really, we've already seen it. I mean, EMP and eShare, along with the overall market, they've been doing really well over the last few weeks, going up, trading, well above the lower lows that we saw a few weeks ago. So, LA, anything you want to add to that? I know you've been doing such a great job of having that positive mindset and investing in yourself for the future. So yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
I was thinking about all of this today, and I got really fired up, honestly, earlier. And sorry if you hear my dog whining. I don't know why. She might want to go out. But I was thinking about this, and we made some major positive headway last week as a team. We had a couple really great team calls, and we made some major headway. We got some great updates on where we're at with things. And AJ and I started working on the white paper. And when this major event comes, it will be very difficult for us to reveal the details about it without revealing more of the details about Fusion in general. And so when things come, they're going to come quickly and they're going to shift quickly. And the opportunity that you have now, the window will close rather quickly. That's all I'll say on that. So I was thinking about it earlier today, and I was thinking we've had stability for about 2 weeks now. We've been hovering in the same zone between 0.21 and 0.23. There's absolutely no reason that we shouldn't be working together to start hitting small milestones together. It will benefit all of us individually, and it will benefit us as a collective, because we'll take advantage of this opportunity before us to prepare for fusion individually, and as a whole, we'll boost our protocol in the right direction. So when fusion launches, we stay where we want to be. So I want to put out a personal challenge and call to all of you who are listening. I personally would like to see us at $100 eShare and a consistent 0.23 and not go below it again by the end of this week. So if you're with me on that, I'd like to see some something in the comments, like a hell yeah or a let's do it. I'm going to contribute towards that so we can get it pumping. Let's do it, something like that. But there's no reason that we can't, get it there by the end of this AMA, let alone tonight, and keep it there, because we have been completely consistent for weeks now. It's very evident that everyone's excited and in a state of belief, of where we're going to take this. I see a lot of hell yes, so that's awesome. So all we have to do is work together to get it. And I'm not saying let's take it to 0.8 by tomorrow. I'm saying let's, hit some small milestones together and work from there. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah,
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm not. All right, you can hear me, LA. All right, sorry guys. Yeah, no, I'm fired up too, LA. I was so excited. I forgot to hit the unmute. So yeah, I think that's amazing, and I agree. I mean, I think we've said it all along, where we as a protocol have made the conscious decision, not to artificially, do buybacks and use our treasury to actually generate yield. And so a lot of it is community driven. And, we've seen people get energized and excited for the future of EMP, where we're going with fusion. And all this organic growth has been super beneficial. So yeah, I think it's awesome that we do kind of a community effort in that while we get ready for this big event, and then ultimately fusion within the next few weeks for sure. So again, I think the momentum is building. I know obviously we still see a little bit of selling. We've gone down below peg a little, but those people that are selling are literally exiting the protocol at the bottom, and so that gets me even more excited, because when fusion is here, your positions in the protocol will determine your ownership of fusion. And so that's like selling Apple or Microsoft or a large stock before they're ever even their final form or globally adopted. So, and again, I know those are big claims. I don't want to compare ourselves to Apple, but I think in terms
We
of
should
DeFi,
be.
we should be LA. Yeah, yeah.
I've heard people before. I can't think of someone off the top of my head, but I've been having conversations with people in the past who said, "Oh, I bought Uber stock in the early days, but I'm such an idiot. I sold it like before it blew up." Like, I've heard people say that before, that very thing. Don't be that person. Don't be that
Yeah,
person.
don't be that person. Exactly.
Be the person that does what Joe PV Trader wrote in the YouTube comments. Hungry, hungry hippo them.
Yeah, totally.
Buy that shit up like an ape with bananas, man.
Yes, no, absolutely, LA. And again, I mean, I know that a lot of you may be tapped out. I don't want anybody to overinvest. We're not here to, be irresponsible. But again, I mean, just simply not selling your EMP and eShare does a world of help while we do, get ready for Fusion. And it behooves you because there's no ulterior motives. There's no, smoke and mirrors. You are literally going to be able to profit through all of our revenue streams, including this upcoming DEX with L1X, and that is all distributed through Fusion. So again, it's just a much better system that we have in place. We're eliminating the human error, and you don't have to worry about people dumping on your head when all you're trying to do is continue to be, a smart investor. I'm getting better. I'm not going to use good actor and bad actor, but a smart investor in the protocol to build your position and then earn passively. Again, that is the ultimate goal of EMP, is that we want to provide the most sustainable passive income platform with exposure to ETH, and now through Fusion, it will be blue chip assets. So, and blue chip meaning, the top 10 cryptos of your choosing or stable tokens. And so, again, it's just a much better model that we are able to streamline through Fusion. And once this all is made public and we have the white paper, we have everything set in stone, all of you will see, what we've been getting so excited about over the last few months, internally. Like LA said, we had some great meetings over the last week with the development team, Jake, our Jake, and a lot of our other devs. Again, we have about 5 devs that have been working on Fusion. So it's going to be really awesome once it all comes together. And, I get it might be frustrating that we want it here tomorrow, but we don't want to ever compromise our track record. I mean, we've never had an exploit. We've had 100% uptime, and Fusion is all brand new code. We're not forking other projects or forking other ideas. This is literally software built from the ground up. And we definitely have plans. I think once we see how powerful this is, we definitely have plans on even offering it as another software as a service for other protocols, especially seigniorage models that want to move away from the inflation and what we typically see that is the downfall of these sort of systems. So yeah, we could not be more excited. And again, I know that comes across in a lot of these AMAs we get high on our own supply. But yeah, we're excited for the future. LA, anything else you want to leave them with before we move on to the next topic?
I think we're good.
Right, amazing. Well, and please make sure that you ask any questions in the comments. And again, I'm a bad YouTuber, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as well. So, was there any questions so far, LA? Yeah, go ahead.
Just to review the basics, because it's been a while. The only way to affect PEG positively is to have more buying pressure than selling pressure. So that means if you want to positively affect EMP, there's 2 ways to do it: buy EMP and don't sell EMP, and or don't sell EMP.
For sure.
And if you want to positively impact the price of eShare, buy eShare. If you want to avoid negatively impacting the price of eShare, don't sell eShare. That's as easy as it comes.
Yep, exactly. Sometimes the most simple solutions are not the most obvious, but that is the case at EMP. Again, more buying pressure than selling pressure improves PEG. And we've seen some people try to swing trade EMP, with the volatility that we've seen on ETH. Over the last few weeks, and I know one person in particular that did bring down PEG quite a bit. They actually lost. So again, don't be that guy trying to swing trade. If you're gonna do that, just swing trade ETH, directly. And again, the more buying pressure on EMP, the better. And Fusion, again, solves all of that. I mean, once we are able to finally release this, we're essentially, cutting off all the negative aspects of the protocol and promoting all the positive aspects of the protocol, which will not only help us recover and maintain peg indefinitely, but it also adds a huge revenue stream from the protocol itself that will then be distributed to all of you that are owners of Fusion. Because again, I mean, this is a community-owned protocol. We're just developing decentralized code that is accessible by anyone on the internet. We're not here to manage anybody's funds for them. We're not here. You never have expectation of profit from the work of others, but we are really excited on what this code will do for the ecosystem, and it's up to all of you to take advantage of that. So, all right, awesome. All right, again, if you have any questions, please feel free to type and we'll get to them at the end here. But another announcement on a awesome partnership that we announced last week. We are now one of the official affiliates of Spritz. So I did my first experiment with Spritz this past week, and I gotta tell you, I am blown away. So if you guys are not using Spritz, you are absolutely missing out. It is a killer off ramp for crypto. So you simply sign up, use our affiliate link. If you already have a Spritz account, you may want to make a new email address and sign up under us. You should be able to, you do have the KYC or add your identity to be able to do it. So keep that in mind. But it's very, very straightforward. It will even recognize some of your bills that you have, and you can literally connect your wallet and pay through crypto. So typically, when you off ramp, you have to go through Coinbase or some other centralized exchange. With Spritz, you literally are able to just connect either your bill or a bank account or a mortgage payment or a rent payment or car payment, and literally within seconds pay with BNB or BUSD or ETH. They have a bunch of different options and a bunch of different chains. So, and what I'm most excited for with Spritz is their virtual credit card. So they actually give you a Visa credit card. It is a prepaid account, so you have to fund your card, but then you can literally use it as a credit card, buying, gas, pizza, gift card, anything you might need. So again, it's really amazing. We're gonna hopefully have the CEO or at least somebody from the team on later next week. I know they've been super busy trying to scale, but yeah, we definitely want them to give you more info on what they're doing. And LA, I know we've had a lot of international requests. Unfortunately, it is just for the US at the moment, but it is really killer. I know I've been blown away by the ease of use, and it is a little pricey in terms of fees, but it's well worth it if you're not having to go through a centralized exchange.
And if you're not in the US, they do have on their Discord a request. Let me pull it up. They have something where there's voting, and you should definitely go on there and upvote your country or add it if it's not on there yet. Feature request, it's called. And it takes you to this page called spritz.canny.io, and you basically can give feature requests, countries, like some of the countries that are on there already are Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, UK, and then Europe as a whole, Ghana, Australia, Colombia, Nigeria, India, Ukraine, Indonesia, and there's like 10 more. Basically, you can upvote the countries that are already on there, or you can add another one, and whichever one gets the most upvotes will get their attention. Canada says in progress. I know that they're working on that one. So
Awesome. Yeah, they're building rapidly, and really, not to drop some more alpha. Again, I try to drop some nuggets everywhere, and all these AMAs for all of you that come and listen. But we are absolutely trying to integrate an on and off ramp within Fusion itself. We've said all along that Fusion is meant to simplify the protocol, where you don't need to know, how to make an LP or take an entire academy. Even though we have an amazing academy, the whole idea is that we want to have a protocol that doesn't require somebody to take an hour, course to learn how to maximize their position. So all that will play into Fusion, and again, the on ramping is a whole nother animal in terms of licensing and what is required. I know that Spritz is looking into that, and we're hoping to have them be, the all-in-one solution on ramp and off ramp. But if not, then we'll have a separate service for the on ramp and use Spritz for the off ramp. But again, it'll make it much easier for new money, new users, new participants to onboard into Fusion with a lot less crypto knowledge as well, which again is super bullish for the growth of EMP. So and yeah, all the referrals go directly to buying and burning EMP. So again, I have a specific wallet. We've already done it once with our YouTube commissions. We will post this wallet address. All the money that goes into this specific wallet is then again used to buy EMP off the market and burn it. You'll be able to track all of that. Again, we've already done it's been a day, and we've already gotten $25 from Spritz in commission, and our Ledger. I just checked our Ledger affiliate account, and we have over 600 euros. They do it in euros because they're not an American company, but over 600 euros of commission. So that will be coming to us in BTC, and then we'll use that to buy EMP and burn it. So as we go, we'll update those transactions in all of our socials as well. But yeah, any other news on Spritz, LA? Go ahead.
Just on Ledger, the link is in the description to our YouTube. So, and just make sure to go and find it there. And then we also have added the link to Spritz in our YouTube description as well. So you can find that now as well in there.
Perfect. Yep. All the links should be again in our either on our YouTube pages, the videos, or you're more than welcome to ask Rose. We have Rose set up in Telegram for a lot of the links as well as Discord. So all right, awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to the L1X pre-sale. Actually, we may have a question from Aaron. You wanna let him jump on real fast, Ellie? There he is.
For sure.
Aaron, what's up, brother? How are you, my friend?
Hey, what's up, AJ? Actually, why don't you go ahead with the L1X news, and then I'll ask you. It was about like dexVAULTS and stuff, but maybe we'll move on to that later.
All right, absolutely, brother. Yeah, we'll take questions at the end too. So all right, one more announcement, and then we can get to all that. Again, the L1X pre-sale. So we've been averaging about 100 grand a day in volume, which is insane. So we are now over $1.3 million raised, and we have 11 more days to go. So again, this is the absolute deadline. The end of the month will be the end of the pre-sale. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know that we had said the deadline was going to be the 14th, but they were able to extend it to the end of the month, but this is it. There will not be another extension afterward. So please, again, never invest more than you can afford, but definitely consider taking advantage of this. And had you already invested even just the minimum of $100 before, I believe it was the 13th, or maybe, what was it, LA, earlier this week? Again, I'm so sorry I don't have the exact date. Their Twitter space.
It was last Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right, so yeah, if you, again, we'll get that actual date and time for you. But yeah, if you deposited at least the $100 minimum before then you qualify for what they're calling the preferred wallet. So not only will you be one of the first people to be able to use the L1X wallet, but you're also getting a gold coin NFT, which will commemorate not well two things. So you get an NFT that commemorates the on-chain historical moment where they have converted from a EVM chain to a non-EVM chain. And you're eligible then through the NFT for a chance to win 100,000 L1X tokens, which again, that's just incredible. I mean, talk about a life-changing opportunity. I'm sure they're going to be vested, so you can't dump on our heads. But either way, that's just an amazing way to have some upside potential just for getting in. So if you did not do any deposit whatsoever before that date, though, again Tuesday of last week, it is $1,000 minimum to now be eligible for that NFT and that giveaway. So if you're just now hearing about L1X, it is $1,000 minimum to get eligible for that. However, if you don't care about the NFT or the chance to win, the actual deposit minimum is still $100 per transaction. So again, you can't combine transactions, but you can do $100 minimum on any of the top four chains, and it's USDC and USDT that they are accepting. So again, just amazing stuff coming out. There's even more news. They had a great article on Cointelegraph. We've seen a lot of people ask about, Cosmos or Layer Zero. All of these chains are not doing what L1X is doing, even though they have similar claims. They act as essentially bridges. So it's a lot different than having a native layer one perform these transactions. So that would be a great thing to bring up in our Twitter space with L1X directly tomorrow. But again, it truly is revolutionary what they're doing. And, obviously it's still in testnet, but the fact that it's working in testnet is very bullish for mainnet launch. So, yeah. All right. Again, I think that's really all the updates with L1X. LA, anything else you want to add to that before we take some questions?
I think you covered all the basics. We've been doing really well in the pre-sale, and I think a lot of you have already gotten in, and I think the extension has helped a lot of people who were waiting on paychecks or quarterly bonuses and stuff. So there's 11 more days if you wanted to add or get in for the first time.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And again, I mean, we made this comparison a lot, and just based on historical data, every layer one on average has done a 42x from launch. And, again, some go to zero, some do way, way more. It is an average, but if you take the average of the top 10 launches, again, ETH, BNB Chain, Avalanche, Polygon. I mean, you're looking at literally 10,000x. So we could see some massive upside potential, and even a small contribution could have major effects. 2 or 3 years from now, when adoption on L1X is at a great at its height, and hopefully it doesn't even take 1 or 2 years. Hopefully it's sooner than that, just because it's literally, inventing a better wheel, so to speak, and how convenient, how cheap, how fast all of the interactions with the chain will be. So, and how secure it is as well. So, all right, and that really plays into, our DEX as well. For those of you that haven't been following, we have been awarded the launch DEX contract for L1X. So, along with DEX Finance, we're building essentially, the pancake swap or the uni swap of L1X, and so all the volume and all the initial liquidity will be running through our exchange, literally on day one of the chain going live. So this will have massive a revenue stream, not only for people that are providing liquidity, because if you become a liquidity provider of L1X, you'll be able to share in those revenue, those fees that the DEX generates, but also, because EMP and DEX Finance will have equity in that DEX, we're then able to bring it home to EMP. So really bullish for, again, I mean, just based on, round numbers, again, PancakeSwap does $400,000 a day in fees, and Uniswap does about $4 million a day in fees. I mean, even if we had 1% of that coming back into EMP, it would be tens of thousands of dollars a day that would help us pay out through Fusion or support EMP price, support eShare price, support Detonator, support Reactor. I mean, the all of the above. So it really is an exciting time, and that's why we're so uh, again excited for Fusion, because that is going to be the gateway to receive all these profits as a protocol. So all right, awesome. Aaron, go ahead, brother. Did you have a question? And then we can answer a few more. I don't know if he's still here. Hopefully he is.
Yeah, I guess the question, AJ, was well, because I was reading Dex Finance's State of the Union a couple weeks ago,
For sure.
because they're changing up everything too. It seems like they're kind of going through their transition too.
Totally. Yes, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so will the Dex vaults, like let's say EMP Dex cash flow and the EMP Maxi vaults, will those be on the new Dex, or do I just or will they be on Fusion, or will they be on DexFi, or will it be like an all like a one-stop shop kind of website, or will we have three different websites?
Yeah, brother, that's a great question, Aaron. So there's a few things I want to answer in there. So again, I don't want to speak on behalf of Dex Finance or Jake, um, but if you listen to their recent AMA, they called it their State of the Union, they are going through a transition as well, similar, to Fusion. They've kind of realized that the less tokens in their ecosystem, the better, and so they're moving towards more of a single asset platform, um, which again is bullish for their ecosystem, because they're able to distribute their profits from the vaults and from the DEX and all the other software as a service that they offer, will be rewarded to their shareholders. Which again, it's a similar thing that we're doing with Fusion. We're just calling it Fusion, and again, it's a little bit more simplified with our version. But anyway, the point is that, yeah, to answer your question, they will be all in one stop shop. So again, we don't want to make things overly complicated, but the vaults that Dex Finance has built, they will actually be built on top of the DEX itself. So I think, and again, this is all subject to change, but the UI will remain the same. And so I guess technically it would be two separate sites, but it will be basically embedded into the DEX. So people aren't having to look elsewhere. It'll literally be another tab at the top that just says, dexVAULTS, and it gives a brief description of what that is. And really, that will be also how a lot of just the base LP providing will be done as well. So the idea is that it's a lot more streamlined. You're not having to go to 5 different websites, and everything is there ready to roll. And so, and then with our vaults, again, that will be something coming out shortly with more info on how that will work. The EMP ETH LP vault, the eShare vault, and all the other vaults that are, regarding that are directly related to EMP. We'll have an update on those when we release the next big again event that we keep alluding to. But yeah, I mean we're not going anywhere. It may look a little different on how you're able to operate within our ecosystems, but fundamentally nothing major is changing at EMP. It's just a much better product moving forward. So
All right, thanks, AJ.
absolutely, brother. Happy to answer. So all right, cool. LA, was there any other questions?
I don't see any in the comments. If you guys have any, make sure to type them in the YouTube comments.
All right, yeah, I know
Or if you want to raise your hand here in Telegram as well.
we didn't add this to our notes today, LA, but maybe you don't want to give them too much info. Do you want to maybe drop a little hint where we're gonna have some marketing presence at a real life event? I don't know. Again, LA, we probably shouldn't give them too much info on what it is yet, but we're marketing in many other ways than YouTube and Twitter and digital marketing as well. Right?
Yeah, I think we'll share more details about that when we get closer, but we're going to be hitting up some more in-person events for sure this year, representing EMP and sharing more of the details about what's coming in our ecosystem. And it's going to be really exciting. We think people will be really... I use the word exciting way too often, I'm realizing, but I'm just a person who gets excited a lot.
Yes, it's hard not to be, right, LA? No doubt. Yeah, I'm with you. My excitement level is at all-time highs. But yeah, we'll give you guys a heads up because I know a lot of you might want to plan to join the EMP crew. So yeah, we'll give you info when we can. But lots of awesome stuff coming. Again, I mean, we're if anything, we're ramping up. Instead of getting comfortable, we're really all hands on deck with not only the DEX but EMP as a protocol as well. So lots of awesome stuff coming later this year. So all right, and Mel did ask, and this was something that we talked about in the other AMA, or maybe it was not even this AMA. I may have been at another AMA that we dropped some alpha. But the question is, will max payouts shown in the detonator or detonator as a service overview be reflected in Fusion? So yeah, that is a great question. All along we've said detonator and detonator as a service. They are, games. They're not annuities. The max payout, was never guaranteed. They're just a way of trying to, basically multiply your position. So all that being said, yes, detonator and reactor and all the detonator as a service protocols will actually have a very unique role in Fusion. We actually, this is kind of a last minute audible that we pulled that in my mind is actually even more powerful. So we were going to have detonator and detonator as a service protocols kind of just operate separately from Fusion, again, as games, everything that they have always been, to kind of, multiply your earnings and know how to play the game in the most efficient way possible. But now we're actually able to integrate them into Fusion in a way that you could potentially earn other assets through your detonator DaaS positions, which again is super bullish to be able to reward users in things other than LP, which will eventually have a lot less selling pressure on detonator LPs themselves. Because if you can just get BNB or ETH, I think a lot of people would take that that option instead of LP. So that's another reason why detonator V3 changes have been a bit more delayed than we were hoping, because now we have a much better solution on the longevity of this. So again, that's a lot of alpha at the end here, but we we're excited for what that means in terms of sustainability for these DaaS protocols, and it'll be all the DaaS contracts, because again, we also had said maybe we'll only do it for Detonator and Reactor, but not the other partner protocols. But this solution is a much better fit for everybody. So, and again, if you want LP, then you'll still be able to get LP, but you can potentially be rewarded in other assets as well. So, really exciting stuff
Yeah, that
coming.
was some alpha you just dropped there.
Yeah,
Wow.
no doubt, LA. They gotta get out of me somehow, right? Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some
So
juicy stuff there at the end, guys. Pays to stay on to the end.
exactly, those are rewarded for hanging out for an hour now. So, and again, all this will be, we have documents and white papers, and everything I'm saying on the AMAs will be a lot more clear as we get closer. But we are getting closer. I can promise you that. We're making major headway, and as soon as we have a hard date, that will be the date. So whenever we finally announce a date, you can count on that. So and it will be here sooner than later. So all right, awesome. Hopefully that helps answer that, Mel. And I don't see anything else. Do you, LA? I think that was it.
That's it.
Cool. All right, awesome, everyone. Well, again, another jam-packed week ahead. A lot of AMAs. I have a full day tomorrow. And again, we have our Twitter space tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. Eastern, with the L1X team. That will be a great one to attend. Well, all of them are great to attend, but that will be one you want to promote and help us get as many people there as possible. So, and anything else this week? LA, I know we have a lot coming up. So
yeah, we have a lot tomorrow. I'll be posting the full schedule in the morning so that you guys can attend. We've got an awesome one coming up tomorrow as well with Mike the Investor on his YouTube channel. So I'll be posting all the links as they come up, but we've got some really exciting ones coming up this week. And just a reminder, with that challenge that I posted to all of you, it only happens if we all do it. It doesn't happen if just a few of us do it, or if we intend to do it. We make progress by working together as a team. So let's all do whatever we can do, and let's get things pumping.
I love it. All right, there you have it, everybody. 100%. And we will be back on Thursday. Again, our new schedule is Mondays and Thursdays at 6:45 p.m. Eastern for our AMAs. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this video, with maybe somebody that has heard about EMP but hasn't really heard about Fusion, or maybe they were involved a while ago and are now back. Again, it's amazing the community that we've been able to grow and cultivate here. Had an amazing talk with a father and son duo, both emperors, both VIPs actually, and the amazing people that have kind of come together at EMP just blows my mind. I mean, not to dox him, but this guy is an actual nuclear physicist. And again, just the big brains that are at EMP is just, it blows me away. So that was super humbling. Had a great talk with them. And again, I mean, we're trying to deliver on everything that we've set out from the very beginning, and through the Dex coming for L1X, through our healthy treasury that is still producing, and through Fusion, I think that the end of this year is going to look a lot different, and I think people are excited for that. So, and that doesn't even account for a potential, bull run that we may see. I know the market's been absolutely on fire. It looks like it's cooling off a little bit today, which is expected. But again, this summer could be the start of something really great as we go into the Bitcoin halving, and hopefully the flat out bull later this year. So, all right, awesome, everybody. I think that's it then. LA, any last words before we wrap it up?
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope the rest of your day or night is absolutely killer. Appreciate each and every one of you.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Again, much love to all of you for always coming, showing up, putting in the effort, investing in your investment here at EMP. And again, the next few weeks and months are going to be super exciting with all that we have in store. So, all right, everybody, thanks again. We'll see you on Thursday. Good night. Good day. We'll see you soon.